In this video, we will introduce the Android toggle button. A toggle button allows a user to change a setting between two states. You can add a basic toggle button to your layout with the toggle button object. Let's look at a basic example. First, if we see here in the strings.xml, I have my string resources for my toggle button and a button. Turn on, turn off, and display. Now let's take a look at our definitions in the layout. Here I have my toggle button with an ID of toggle button 1, a width and a height of wrap content, and text saying toggle button. Below it I have another toggle button with an ID of toggle button 2, wrap content for width and height, and then I have text on, toggle turn on, and text off, toggle turn off, and I have it set to true. I also have my button called button display toggle. Using XML, we create two toggle buttons and a normal button. The user will click on the normal button, and then we will display the current state of both toggle buttons. We add two toggle button and a normal button inside the linear layout. Now let's take a look at the functionality behind our toggle buttons. Within my app2activity class, I have my toggle button 1 and toggle button 2 defined. I also have my button display toggle. I have a method being called within the onCreate called addListenerOnButtonToggle. So we attach a click listener on a normal button to display the current state of the toggle button. I find my components, and then I set an onClick listener on my button display toggle. And within my onClick method, I create a string buffer, and I append the value of my toggle button 1 and my toggle button 2, and I display it in a toast message. Now let's demonstrate our functionality. I already have the Android emulator up and running, and I have already installed my app on the emulator. Remember that to install your app and run the emulator, right click on your project, select Run As, and then Android Application. Here I have my toggle, and I have my second toggle. Notice that this one says on and off, and this one more specifically says turn on and turn off. When I click display, it shows the values of both my toggle buttons. This concludes our discussion of the Android toggle button.